Well, welcome back, First United Methodist Church in Broken Arrow. We're so glad to be worshiping with you this coming Sunday. We've got a few updates just to bring you up to speed on how things have changed for us on Sunday mornings. The first thing is all of our parking will be as normal. The only information that you want to know is that behind me, these doors will be the only doors that will be open for your entrance on Sunday morning. To help with the flow of traffic in and out of the building, we have locked down all the other doors on the premise. So these doors behind me will be your entrance into worship. The doors at 9:15 will be open for our contemporary service that starts at 9:30. So at 9:15 you'll be welcomed in by our greeters and our ushers and find a seat inside. For those of you joining us at our traditional service, the doors will open at 11 and our service will begin at 11:15. So come on inside. Let's see what other details we have to find out inside here. Let's go! Well, as you come inside, you'll be asked if you've got a mask, and if you don't have a mask, we've got one for you. So don't worry if you forget your mask at home or leave it in the car. We've got masks and greeters that will hand these sanitized masks to you as you come in through the doors. As you get your mask, we've got plenty of sanitizing stations set up in the lobby, so you'll be able to come by and use our sanitizing stations. And we want to remind you to practice social distancing as you're in the lobbies. Please don't handshake, don't high five, don't hug one another. We know it's been hard not being able to see one another, but we want to continue to keep people safe as you enter into our lobby for worship. If nature calls, we've got you covered. We've got 2 entrances for our bathrooms, one for ladies, one for men, and each of those restrooms we're asking to only be 2 people into the restrooms at a time. All right, as you're welcomed into the sanctuary, our ushers and greeters will bring you forward to the front. We're going to be filling the sanctuary from the front to the back, and so please make sure to know that if you show up on Sunday, you won't be able to sit in your normal pew, that maybe you've got a plate or you've carved your name under the pew. Just follow our ushers. They'll bring you to their seats, and as we find our seats here in the sanctuary, please make sure to follow proper social distancing as you sit down. If you're with your family, obviously you and your family members will be able to be seated together. We're going to start worship together, and we invite you to stand and worship with us. Please keep your masks on and sing quietly and softly into your masks. We know that this may be somewhat of a burden or annoying as your glasses may fog up, but we just want you to protect you and those around you. And just know that there's other ways to worship. You can clap your hands, you can dance, you can bring in tools and make noise, you can bring tambourines, flags. We can go Pentecostal in here if we need to. As we're finished with worship on Sunday, we ask that you would exit through the west doors behind me. Our ushers will bring you out here into the west lobby, and once you enter into that lobby, you can put your tithes and offerings. If you brought those in there, there'll be receptacles, and then we ask that you would exit the building through our breezeway doors on the west side of the building.
Folks, we want you to come back to church in person this Sunday if you feel comfortable with the limitations and restrictions that we have to follow from the United Methodist Church, from our Oklahoma annual conference. That means that if we're over 10 years of age, we're all going to wear masks or face coverings so that we stay safe. We're going to socially distance from one another. We're not going to be able to do hugs or high fives or handshakes. When it comes time to sing, we're going to sing, but we're going to sing really softly into our masks. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with those limitations, or if it just sounds like, well, I don't think that's really what I want to do, that's okay. The good news is we are going to have both of our services, the 9:30 modern service and the 11:15 traditional service. They're both going to be online. They're both going to be on Facebook and YouTube, so you can watch them that way. And also, folks, if you don't feel well, if you got a fever, if you feel sick, if you've got an underlying health condition, if you're just wary of all this, that's fine. That's great. We want you to watch it online. We don't want you to come if you don't feel comfortable. But if you feel comfortable with all of the new way of doing things, we want you to come and be a part of our worshiping congregation here this Sunday, starting back this Sunday. So whether you're online with us or whether you're here in our sanctuary, we look forward to seeing you this Sunday. We'll see you later. God bless.